Zodiark opts for a very passive 1 to 3. Now he's second, and now there's a really interesting mini game that's going to occur between him and his second J Law in that position. So this would be the position. If J Law is really respecting Zodiark's clear, he's going to play right on this drawing right here. So anything else is aggressive. So what he's trying to do is he's trying to match Zodiark. So they're counterparts in the rotation. There's a little mini 1v1 that's happening here. And so J Law, he needs to really respect Zodiark in this case. But if he tries to move into the sideline, what he's doing is he's essentially trading off that respecting him. And I'm just explaining that this is his pathing. He's trading off really respecting him, and now into basically trying to pre-jump to Zodiark. This is essentially kind of like a pre-jump. Like J Law is putting his marbles into trying to basically read that Zodiark is just going to clear it into him. Um, and then what you want to do is Zodiark, if he's looking, and I'm explaining to him the pathing on offense, right? He's really looking for that right there. And to me, this is like, it's offensive to me as a player. It's like, dude, this guy is legitimately trying to almost pre-jump you in a sense. It's almost disrespectful in a way. Like, are you serious? I'm just going to dribble it around you. So this would be the position. He would be right there on that one. And I'm going to give an example clip of what this looks like. And I said, Zodiark, wherever you see his name tag, if he's not going to respect you, one of two things is going to happen. He's going to try and preemptively go on the wall to give himself an angle to shoot, or he's going to really respect your clear and give up that angle to shoot, where instead of being on the sideline, he'll be in the midfield. The difference is, in the midfield, he has to make a touch into the wall, right, where he's going to bounce it on the wall, land on the wall, and then he's going to shoot or use the ceiling, right, versus the one touch where you clear it immediately. So Zodiark would clear it immediately, and then the offender just immediately takes control, booms it back, or shoots it outright. So essentially, what you're trying to avoid on defense is giving away the ball that the defender can now just play from 2 to 3, because now you'll be out of the play, and then your man is going to have a free matchup and a free 1v1 into your third man. You don't want that. You want a kind of like some kind of stalemate between you and him. So there's a kind of a cat and mouse game that's going on here. It's really interesting. So what I said was is that, look, Zodiark, do you see a guy here on this nameplate right here? You don't know. And I'm like, here's a really interesting dynamic that's going to happen when you're second here. Is if this guy, the only angle he has to net is in this window right here. This is his only window that he could shoot. So in other words, if you don't see a nameplate here, then all that's happening is he's coming out of the frame and he doesn't really have a shot. He'll have to mechanically compensate for the shot, but you'll still have the angle covered because you see what's going on. And if anything, I equated it to being that meme where it's like do 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 do, you know, and he's sitting there and he goes, "My offer is, I beat you, but you get no space." Right. So in other words, like Zodiark as a defender, he'll be, "My offer is you get no shot, but you get to beat me." So it's like there's a trade-off that's happening here. He's trading speed for no shot. And if he takes it in the corner, it doesn't really do anything because he'll just be able to rotate out like I'm showing here and cover the mid. And then the third man will go and take over whoever's supporting Zodiark behind. And then Zoe would come in, or it'd be me. Or it'd be me. So in other words, midfield would be covered and ball would be covered. So there's nothing here. So look, there's still no nameplate right here. So in other words, there's still no shot. So either he's coming out of the frame, speedy, zoomy, fast, and he's going to try and beat you, which in this case does nothing, right? And I'm saying, hey, I'm circling myself because, look, he'll be smothered in that case because he'll have me. You can take space because you know that he's not in the right position. So look, he can only shoot from this angle. This is his only pocket right here, and he's not there. So Zoe, I told him, I was like, you gotta look, and you gotta wait to see. Take an extra swivel. I was like, because you got time. His nameplate isn't here, so you got time. So now you need to see where it is. And what you're trying to do is play it around him. So, like, I equated this, and I said this is another good bit. If a guy's going to play really aggressive, he's going to play right in the wall. He's going to play right in the wall where that box is, and he's going to try to pre-jump you because he knows he's going to clear it. But if he's really going to respect it, he's going to play in the midfield. Now we got the name tag showing. So 2, this would be the position where 2 would be. Where that 2 is would be where the guy should be respecting. So what we want to do is we want him to do this little donut where we can get him over, and then from there we have our 1 to 3 in the midfield to be able to tackle it inside. If everyone plays it correctly, typically it's going to be still a stalemate position. There's nothing concrete that's going to happen to this. More often than not, what you're going to see, at least in this position, and I'm saying, you're forcing it to the corner all the time. We're forcing it, we're forcing it, we're forcing it. Even the second man on front post is doing this. If we were on their end of the half, right? So I said you want to get it
Yeah, I
over, which
wasn't
you
really
did.
expecting to miss,
You
so
did that.
okay.
And then the touch was a little off, but that's fine because you did your job. Now, look at this. This is
Nope.
beautiful. This is beautiful the way he handled this. And now I'm second, waiting for the clear on the on that. And I mean, I'm not forcing anything. I'm waiting for the ball to come to me. There's a double commit here. Verb is really off his line, and it opens up a potential for outplay, which I missed the open net.